Hello, hello, hello. Hi, my name is Shashina Gibbs, the CEO and founder of Real Sisters Rising Women Business Association. Thank you for listening tonight on another episode, actually our second episode of Entrepreneur on the Rise podcast network. Tonight we have an amazing serial entrepreneur that I've met on Facebook, and ever since we met, we've been connected, and it's like we've actually physically met to me, like if we've met face to face. Sometimes I forget she's on the other side of the world to me, but she's a wonderful woman. She's cool, down to earth, and I wanted to bring her on so that you all could get to know her. Her name is Kama Burton, and she's a serial entrepreneur. Kama, are you there? Did we lose her? If we lost her. Hello and greetings. My name is Shashina Gibbs, CEO and founder of Real Sisters Rising. Welcome to our second episode of Entrepreneur on the Rise podcast network. I want to thank you for listening tonight. We have a special guest on tonight. I met this young lady on Facebook, and ever since we connected, we stayed connected. We've been building relationships, and it has been nothing but phenomenal. She's on the other side of the United States, and it seemed like we've been met face to face and had coffee and hung out. I want to introduce you to my friend and a serial entrepreneur, Kama Burton. Good evening, Kama.
Good evening, and thank you for letting me be on your show.
You're welcome. You had me on yours. You know, we have to share. We have to help each other build and connect and just get out there.
Yes, definitely.
And how everything going tonight for you?
Everything is actually going pretty great. It feels weird being on this side of the question, actually answering, because usually I'm the one asking questions.
You're usually the host. See, I switched it up on you.
Yes, but I'm doing well. Everything is going really well for me right now, and I'm really excited to where I'm going.
And I know I've seen your growth since we first connected. So I just want to say congratulations to everything.
Thank you.
And so let me do a brief introduction and read your bio to everyone. And so for those who are listening and want to get to know my sister friend, Kama is the entrepreneur. She is a speaker that has launched a talk show, Pursuing Your Passion, which I was a guest on once, which she is the host. She's a great host. You have to check it out. Okay, back to the bio. She has always had a heart to help others develop and promote their businesses and found a way to reach the masses online. We discussed the obstacles, the struggles, and ultimately the breakthrough. That's what they discuss on Pursuing Your Passion, and it's true. Go on YouTube, Google it. Kama's purpose is to inspire and motivate others to step out on faith and make their dreams reality. Being in an abusive relationship for 12 years of her adult life, she has found that no matter what she had gone through, she will fight through it all and continue to pursue her passion and assist others to do the same. Kama has obtained her bachelor's degree in business and management. She is a motivational speaker, licensed realtor, notary public, trainer, coach, interviewer, host, director, actress, distributor of self-defense items, and Kama continues to spread her story and motivations to help inspire every audience she faces. And no, she's a realtor, licensed realtor, not real estate agent. I mean, she's about her business.
Yes.
So, Kama's all the way in California, and I'm all the way in New York, and we connected. That's the power of social media when you're building relationships. So tonight's show, we're going to talk about how to survive in business even when you have nothing. Is that right, Kama?
Yes. That's one of the biggest things right now, definitely, and I'm sure you've dealt with it as well, working with people that really want to do something with what they have, and they're like, I have nothing, so they think. But that's not the case. So my goal is to get out to people and reach to people and let them know that they can use what they have until they get to where they need to get to. So you do what you can with what you have.
That's right. So, someone starting a business, say in your field, when you first started and you decided I want to start a business, and after being in that abusive relationship, what was the first thing you decided to say I want to get into business? Like, what's the first thing you tried as an entrepreneur?
Well, during my marriage, I had actually obtained my notary license, and towards the latter part of my marriage, I went to get my real estate license because I felt like it was important for me to be at home with my kids, and I thought it gave me more time. With that, I pursued real estate. That was my first step towards entrepreneurship. Actually, Notary Public was my first step towards entrepreneurship because I didn't realize how much money I could make on my own and still be able to, bring a decent amount of money. But real estate overall was the very first one when I realized that this is my business and I can make good money at it. I absolutely love it, and I'm able to help someone whether they're buying or selling their property. Real estate will be my first step.
That's so. The first step you took was to go get your notary license. How much investment was it?
I'm sorry, how much what? I'm sorry?
How much was the investment?
Wow, the investment for the notary, I believe, was probably less than $100 because all I had to do was pay for a course, which was about $30, something like that, and pay for the state fees, which were $40. And I did have to get my stamp and all that, so let me go up just a little bit. I believe it didn't cost me more than $150 with everything that I needed at that time that I got I obtained my notary public license, which was about 10 years ago. I believe, matter of fact, I think it was about 11 years ago. I know the fees went up some places, but it only cost $150 for me to go out and make per notary signing $200 per signing, if that, or more, sometimes depending on where I was sent to. My first month, I made about $2,700 doing notaries, and you know what? I'm going to take that back. Where I was doing at that time, the notaries were only $75. Now they're up to $200, but I made my first month about $2,700 going out doing notary. Wow. So I made my money back 20 times.
So, Deanna, we're talking about how to survive in business even when you have nothing, right? So I know it costs more to be a notary and to get your license. We're going to stick with the notary right now because that's how you got started. And at one point, when I used to live in New Jersey, I used to work in check cashing place. And I also worked part-time at H&R Block as the head receptionist. These two businesses were in the same complex, right? And they have all these businesses in this whole complex. There was no notary. So I went and did some research. I was going to get my notary license. At that time, in New Jersey, it was only $25 at that time. And, but I didn't pursue it. I was doing too much, and I said, let me not take it on. And then I didn't stay in that area, so I didn't do it. I know it was only $25, but at the time I did have a job. I had an income where I was able to pay for it. So if you're starting with nothing, if you have nothing, and you want to start a business, do you have any, suggestions for somebody who say, listen, I'm on public assistance, or I'm doing X, Y, and Z. I don't really have an income, enough money, no liquid money to really invest in that, but I really want to do it.
Yes. We say we don't have the one of the tools, which money is a tool. But I think about how people go out and we'll go buy a McDonald's meal. We'll go out and we'll go to dinner. We'll go to a movie. It's called sacrifice. If someone's on public assistance and just say they're getting cash aid, to get started, some of that cash aid money can be used to help get started. Let's first of all, let's start with free. Those that don't have cash aid, they don't have anything, and they're like, well, I don't have anything. I do have a cell phone. I I do have a car. I don't have much gas. However, there are some things they can do. Social media is huge. If people are not utilizing social media and they're business people, shame on them. Shame on them. Facebook is free. Instagram is free. Twitter is free. We're on these all day, every day, whether we're talking, whether we're meeting other people, if we're just reading other people's posts, because there are probably more people on Facebook reading other people's posts and wondering what they're doing than doing what they should do. And so when people do that, if they think, okay, I have a business, and I'll give you an example. I know a guy, he does desserts, and he's trying to be a chef. He does desserts. He does different types of meals. So I've given him tools. I said, look, not tools, ideas. Go on to Facebook. Go on to Instagram. Take pictures. Take pictures of your meal. People are doing this. This is not something that Kama's coming up with. This is something that's being done. I'm seeing it being done. Hashtag the mess out of your stuff and start putting it out there, because that's how people get to know you. Right now, to be honest with you, financially, things aren't where I want it to be. But what I've been doing to build my audience and to build people, I do a video every single day on Instagram, 15 seconds. And what I've been doing is a quote of the day. So every day I do a quote of the day. I've done other things, but what it's doing is drawing me attention. My numbers are going up. At first, I was in like the 400s or something like that about 60 days ago. Now I'm over 600 because I'm consistent. The problem is that people don't want to be consistent. They're like, okay, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Twitter, I do post things, but nobody responds. Well, you never know who's watching, because people are watching to see how long you're going to keep it up, because if you're known for a person that always gives up, then why would they want to use you? So they're watching every little step. And there you can take the excuse out of, well, I don't have the money. You can sing on Facebook. We have video. We have YouTube. You can act. There's so many avenues that you can have when it comes to social media. Now, for those that may say, well, I don't have those tools, I guarantee you know someone that does. You have to take the excuses out of why you can't do it. And then if you want to take it over to someone that just may have a little money, but they want a logo, they can't afford it. Logos are expensive. I spent quite a bit on my logo, and I absolutely love it. However, if I didn't have the money to pay for it and only had little money, they have something called Fiverr.com. Go have someone create you a logo just to get you started for $5. It doesn't take much. It does not take much. So you can go to Fiverr, and you can get just about everything. You can get a commercial made for $5. You can get advertisement for $5. There's so much you can get for $5. So Fiverr.com has helped people take their excuses out of, I don't have. So when you get to the point where you can sacrifice that McDonald's meal, you say you don't have any money, but you can afford to go to a $10 movie, that's 2 Fiverr gigs right there. And guess what? They don't charge taxes. When you say you don't have money, but you want a logo, take that $5 that you'll take to McDonald's, because a full meal is going to cost you over $6, and go get your logo or get what you need to do. Contact people, get your name out, and be consistent on social media. So those are some things that I would say that people can do if they really, really want to make a difference in their career and they're really serious about it.
And I have some tips a tip I want to share for those who have YouTube channel, blogs, and you want to bring more attention. You have to also engage. If you're on social media, since we're talking about social media, you have to engage, right? So if you have someone, I'm a part of a lot of blog challenge groups and a lot of challenge groups. And many of them, about the blog, what they do is, the point is, you got like hundreds of people who posting their blogs or their videos on YouTube, because everybody want to get, more subscribers, likes, and followers on YouTube, because it's the number one search engine out there. So people want to get on YouTube. And what they do is you go to read the blogs that's being posted, read them, leave a comment. And in your comment, say for me, for instance, I'll leave a comment, great article, this tip is great, I can use it in my business. Then my signature would be my name, my title, and as well as the link to either my website, my blog, or my YouTube channel. with a quick reference. So if it's my YouTube channel, I say, please watch my latest video with the link. If it's a free program or ebook I'm offering on the website, so that get your free gift, download now with the link. And you do this, and people they're going to click on the link. You go to different blogs and leave your signature. But don't just leave your signature. You got to leave a comment, too.
Right. And, I'm taking notes as you're speaking. I've met quite a few people just from different groups and engaging. And some people, I've heard them say, oh, I'm not a people person. And I always try to figure out, how are you not a people person but you're in business? You have to change your mindset as well. Mm-hmm. And that's another excuse that I just heard someone tell me that. And he said, you know what? I had to change the way I was thinking. It kept me back. I do a millionaire mindset meeting with two guys in my city, a friend of mine, and he invited one guy. Actually, they invited me, and we meet every Sunday night. And what we do is we brainstorm. We talk about our week. We talk about different things, because it's not only social media either. It's also going out to networking events and networking with people. And because of me going to network with them, now we're meeting and setting goals, and my life has changed just from doing that. But one thing I noticed is this: we're scared to network. Again, we say we're not a people person, and we're scared to network. When you have networking events, just like social media, this time you can actually present yourself in person. I go places, and when I speak to them and I talk about my passion, I tell you this: I've gotten so many things for free just because I was able to open my mouth and tell someone who I was, what I do, and why I love what I do. I was just speaking about what I do. And because of that, I can't even tell you how many thousands of dollars that I've gotten in coaching or material. I got a Les Brown CD packet. When I went to look at it, the whole packet was about $1,200, and someone gave it to me and gave me two more packages that probably totaled over $2,500. They gave it to me because they seen my passion for speaking. I didn't even ask for it; they just gave it to me. But that's because I was active and I was engaging. And when I go places, every time I get a chance to speak, Kama's going to speak, and you're going to know what she's doing. So those are some more tools. Say that again. I said, and I forgot what I said. Oh, I know what I said. I said, when you go places, everybody, and you have a chance to speak, you take the opportunity to speak. That's how people get to know you.
You have to show up.
Showing up. They said, what is it, only 80%? It's just showing up.
Yeah. I have, throughout my business career, I was offered many speaking engagements. And one of the things was I had that monster following me around called fear. Mm-hmm. And although I was already speaking in front of people, because it was my job, my corporate job, and in school, and different things I was a part of, I was speaking in front of people, and I was motivating them, not realizing that's really what I was doing. In my head, it was just my job. And once people started putting that title next to my name, I freaked out. And people would call me and say, Sashina, can you speak on this topic? And I know I could. I said, but listen, I'm not available that day, so I'm going to call my friend. She's great. She do the same thing. And I will always pass the speaking engagement to a number of these speakers that we are listening, that we follow now. And then I look at them like, oh, my God, they're making so much money. This is what happened. I was like, I gave up. I just left the money on the table. Actually, I just threw it down the toilet, basically. I gave it away. And then what happened was I was going to events, and people were just throwing mics in my hand. Introduce yourself. Tell us this. Tell us that. And I would do it. Mm-hmm. It was just the fact when you put that title next to my name, it felt like a commitment I didn't want.
Wow.
It was fear. I don't know what the fear was about because I was already doing it. So it wasn't like I was scared to talk.
I guess reality hit.
Yeah, that's what it was. So, you know, and it didn't cost me no money to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
I was just being myself, showing up to events, networking events, showing up, you know, supporting other people. And these people I had conversations with. It didn't cost me nothing to have the conversation. They were free networking events. And the most I probably had to pay was to get there and maybe babysitting at the time when the kids were younger. So if you show up and be present, opportunities happen, just like you said. You get things for free. People contact you. They want you. You become somebody in demand.
Yes. I tell people it's okay to show up alone. Saturday I went to an event at a church I used to go to, and when I got there, I seen a friend of mine, and she said, "Oh, who did you come with?" I said, "I'm by myself." She said, "Kama, you are always by yourself." I said, "Because I'm not having any excuse of why I can't move around in life." There was a time that I used to have, you know, my friends, they'll come around with me to places, and if they didn't go, I wouldn't go because I'm like, who do I know? I don't know anybody here. But I always make connections everywhere I go. I don't care where it is. I hate to say this, but even I was at a funeral, and not just in talking and not even trying to pitch myself, but because people see me on Facebook and what I did, I was able to make a connection. Mm-hmm. My uncle had passed away, and I met a lady that grew up with him, and I was really hurt. This was 2 years ago. I was coming out the services, just still crying. Lady came up to me, shook my hand, you know, gave me her condolences, and as we were talking, and she was saying something, and I don't know how we started talking about real estate. I don't even know how it came up. That was not my intentions. But she was like, "Oh, yeah, by the way, I used to be a realtor, and people always call me, but I don't want to do it, so I'll pass you over to lead." So you just never know who, where, when, where you're going to be. I'm not saying go to a funeral to do that, but I'm just saying, just giving examples of you just never know. There's always a need somewhere. So when you show up, you might have that need for somebody. Pass out business cards. Talk to those people that have vendor booths. Get vendor booths where you go if you can afford it when they're cheap, you know, $30. If you're a speaker and you're a motivational speaker and you have a program that you have together or some material, just put up a booth somewhere. You know, there's so many things you can do, and you can do it by yourself. You don't have to have anyone tag along. And sometimes you got to be careful with the company you keep, because if you bring somebody alongside with you that you know is not on the same level, but you know that's the home girl, and you guys want to hang out and you guys clown and all that kind of stuff, that can ruin your chances with things as well. So I watch who I'm around as well, because I don't want that to ever affect anything in my business when I am going out there to network. So if they don't have the same mindset and the same mentality, I don't bring them. So last year I went to a few networking events. I didn't talk to anybody. It was my first time. I was scared. It was very frightening because I didn't know anybody and I felt uncomfortable. But recently I've been going places and I said, you know what? Closed mouths don't get fed. So if I want to get fed, I better open my mouth and let people know. And it's been a challenge for me, but it's been working.
Well, I appreciate us entrepreneurs because we go through some things. And you have to truly be passionate and love what you do.
Yes.
Or love the why behind what you do to keep on doing it and go through what we do. I want to ask you a question. Okay. How to survive in business even when you have nothing? What would you suggest for an entrepreneur, business owner, working from home or wherever, they're working from, and, business was successful, but they had a season, a rough patch, where they had no money to spend, they barely can pay bills, and they just need to reinvent themselves. They need that extra cash just to get going. I asked this question because I watch shows like The Prophet, and, The Prophet, this man goes into these companies, to us, look like these big franchises, or not even a franchise, it looked like a big, successful business on the outside, but this man goes into their books and they have no money. They're $50,000 and they're in debt. Then I'm reading the Pumpkin Plan, and I don't know how to say his last name, Michael. I have the biggest crush on this man, but that's another story. In his book, he talks about businesses that you see the CEO driving these nice big Escalades, and they go on to dinner, but when it goes back to the book, they have no money to pay their staff. They don't have the money, and they're about to pull their hair out, but they trying to find a way to get that money to rebuild their business. Even though most of the entrepreneurs these days may not be that deep in trouble, but what would you suggest for somebody who just needs to reinvent themselves? How would they go about doing it when they may consider themselves having nothing?
What I would tell them is this: look back to where you started from. Go back to where you started from, because if you were able to build at one point, that means that you can build again. There's a lot of people out there that have started somewhere and they lost everything and they had to rebuild. Because we're in a different era now with technology, take advantage of everything that you can. Now, there are going to be some times that you're going to have to say no because you just can't. If you're going to dinner with a bunch of people and you know that you have to pay for it, unfortunately, you're going to just have to say no. However, use that time to sit down and write. I'm a writer. I don't just type. I write. I have papers all over the place because, or notebooks rather, that I wrote different things. Even the Bible tells us to write the vision and make it plain. And when we do that and we let it go, things seem to happen. We can have it in our forefront, and we start thinking of what can we utilize on this list? What can we do on this list to help me build? So as I said earlier, you're down, you don't have anything. What are some things that you can do? Get on Facebook. Start selling yourself on Facebook again. As you said, start to engage with other people. Make the things that you can make. Do your own Fiverr account. Hello? Shashina? Do your own Fiverr account. Do what you need to do in order for you to make it happen. Make money the best way that you can. We all have to start somewhere. I think we lost our host.
Kama?
Yes.
I apologize. I got disconnected. It's still being recorded, so we're going to continue where we left off.
Oh, okay. Well, I was still talking, too. I didn't know if it was still, so I can keep on going.
Okay, you could go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm not
sure Yeah, what I was saying was, people can go and create their own Fiverr account. They can start making money that way. Just like the sure people are still doing it. We see pictures and we see videos of kids doing a lemonade stand. They're using what they have and they're making money. So we have to we can't always think we have to have $50 million or $50,000 in the bank to get started. Use what you have. Perception is everything. So there's a way you can put yourself out there and people don't even have to know. Go to crowdfunding. They have so many different tools out there now, different businesses, different people that actually want to help you with your business. Find out through crowdfunding if your business is something that people want to invest in. All the tools are necessary. Just don't make any excuses of why you can't do it. I told my son on this morning, we were talking, and I told him, this started with me about a month ago. I told him this yesterday. When you stop focusing on the problem and you focus on the solution, then it's going to change everything because now your mindset has changed. The problem is that you don't have any money. The solution is the skills that you've been given in order to make the money. Ask for the money. People are afraid sometimes, but ask for the money. It's okay to ask. Don't say you don't know anybody. A lot of times you'd be surprised who you might know that might just reach out to you. So those are just some tools that you can do. Don't focus on the problem. Focus on the solution. And when you focus on the solution, your mindset change and the problem goes away.
And also, what they say, a closed mouth don't get fed.
Yes, that is my quote on Facebook, my favorite quote.
A closed mouth do not get fed. Nobody's a mind reader, so they won't know that you're in need of anything. Then they might have opportunities available, and if they don't know that you need it, they're not going to share with you. So you really have to let people know, like, okay, I need assistance here, I'm having problems. You don't have to post that on social media, but you can reach out to somebody, and take that next step of accepting help, because that's another thing a lot of us prideful business owners, we do. We don't like to accept help because we feel that people will look down on us
right
in such a way and won't respect us in our own industry as an expert, because people, people are very judgmental. We are. However, sometimes you just got to put that to the side and get what you got to get where you want to go.
Correct.
And if that means asking somebody for assistance, maybe you just need to know where to go get a logo for under $50 because that's all you have.
Right.
How to get a web designer for $100 because that's all you have. And later on in life, when you build your business, you can reinvest the money and upgrade. There's some people who start businesses without a website. I'm not recommending it, but they start without a website, and they just post it on Facebook, and they get speaking engagements, they getting coaching clients. All they do is tell people, send the money to my PayPal account.
Oh.
And I've seen it.
When I started with my talk show, I didn't even know where I was going with it. I knew what I wanted to do. I had the title. I had the platform. I didn't know where I was going to go with it. I just got started with it. And mind you, when I got started with it, it was very hard for me because one thing that got in my way is the what if. What if nobody listens? What if nobody accepts it? What if nobody wants to be interviewed?
So let me ask
the what if.
That what if nobody did all that? Now, how many people subscribe to your YouTube?
I have now, and it's crazy because just this week I've probably received, as of Thursday, 7 more, but I'm at 186. I've had a YouTube page for I don't know how many years. I had 3 subscribers. Mind you, one of my subscribers, actually two out of the 3 subscribers was my youngest son. So technically I had 2 subscribers, and that was in June of last year, actually, June of last year. Ever since I started doing my show, people are just subscribing. And someone told me the other day, a couple of months ago, they said they're not big on YouTube because it's hard to get subscribers. And they said, well, how many do you have? Now, a couple of months ago, I had about 160 or 150 something. And they were like, you have that many subscribers? And I'm like, yeah, I do. I said, because I'm consistent and it's growing. And at that time, I wasn't, and even now, I don't even ask people to subscribe to my YouTube. They're just subscribing. Imagine if I started asking. However, the consistency of me being on YouTube and posting multiple times a week or once a week sometimes, but lately it's been Monday through Friday, it draws people to me. But I started with nothing, just my talk show, the name. Since then, I've gotten a logo. I've been able to get a commercial. I spent my intro cost me $9.99, and then I put my logo at the end. And guess what? I don't have an editor program. I use YouTube. YouTube's editor is free. So these are tools that I use because I said, okay, maybe I don't have all the money that I want to get my Mac Pro, but I'm gathering it together so that I can get there. And these places now, even with YouTube, I'm going to give people a little trick if they don't know. If you do a live hangout on air and you have an audience that follows once you get your audience that follow, or you may not have an audience, you're just getting started. Regardless of what you're doing, you can now showcase someone else's website on the side. So when they're watching you live, they see someone else's website on the side while you're promoting them. And then when it's done and finished, you can, of course, put their information in the description. But that's a way that you can say, hey, do you want to spend $10 to be able to be on my YouTube? Or like with me, I charge for people that want to put events on my website. My website cost me money up front, but it was worth it. It was worth every penny. And all I have to do is pay $60 for hosting. I pay it outright, so all I have to do is pay $60 a year for hosting. And I charge people $10 to put their event on my website. So it's just creative ways and things that you have to continue to come up with for this thing to happen.
It is. You can sell when you sell ad space on your website. You can start off low, you can start off high, All you really need, is a PayPal account to collect the funds. And
that's it.
Do as you promised. If you tell somebody it's a text ad, when they pay you the money and send you the info, load it up right away.
Yes.
That's the last you got to do it, unless it's a monthly thing or the annual thing or however long you keep the ad up. That's all you have to do, whether it's you or your web designer. And if, like Kama said, she pays $60 a year for her website. She might get 600 people paying $10 a month for her website to advertise on her website. I mean, she's way beyond profit, and all she did was invest $60 in some time. So
Very
there
true.
are ways that you can create an income with nothing, whether you're in welfare or just low on cash. It's a lot of ways if you have an online presence. And if you don't, there are other ways, like direct sales businesses that start off very low. You can make.
And don't be afraid of that.
No, I love that.
I'm sorry to cut you off. I actually just started with one. I was like, I'm not signing up for anyone. I put out on Facebook about Avon. I was like, does anybody sell Avon? Because I was thinking about getting back into Avon. And
I didn't see you put that.
I'm sorry?
I didn't see you put that.
Yeah, I put it maybe about 3 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, about 3 weeks ago. And I didn't have anybody respond for it. But you know what? I'm not surprised, because sometimes I wonder, does the feed really get to, if people get to see everything? Because when I was looking for my PR person, I had just posted for it. And before I posted, I was waiting. I didn't get any response for days. And a friend of mine posted, I'm decided to go full force with my PR business, and I'm about to graduate with my master's. I inboxed her, and now she's my PR. So she said, she apologized. She said, I did not see that. So I don't know if it's, it's social media. It's still technology.
Yeah. You know what can help also when you do stuff like that? For use the hashtag. Because if you hashtag Avon, somebody, believe me, somebody going to find it.
Okay. You know what? I didn't know how hashtag worked with Facebook. I asked, and somebody was like, it doesn't work that well on Facebook, or it doesn't work at all on Facebook.
Does.
But okay.
It does, because I use it.
Okay.
When I'm looking for something, or if I see somebody hashtag something on Facebook, I click on the hashtag and see what comes up.
Okay.
And I do that.
Well, that's good information to know, because I'm about to hashtag the mess out of some stuff. But I just wanted to say about in doing that, I signed up with a company after I posted the thing about Avon, literally like the next week, which was something that was needed for here especially in my business for real estate. But I said I would never go with a network marketing company anymore because of this, because of that. And the only person I did think of was Avon, because one thing I know is that people will buy Avon, and it's the Christmas season, which I probably will be signing up. We'll be talking. But, you have to start somewhere. And Avon is so cheap. So, yeah, people, you're listening, please call Shashina, because it is probably one of the cheapest investments around, and you have no excuse. Just don't go to the movies one time, and I guarantee you'll be able to invest to yourself. But it's important, so don't say what you won't do. Just find something that you love to do when it comes to that, and that helps you build your revenue as well.
It will. Avon has helped so many people in my community. And where I live at, it's a lot of, well, not directly, but it's a lot of foreigners who don't have their papers, Mexican and different cultures, and they can't get jobs. They sign up for Avon, and they are able to bring in an extra income home because their husbands are working. But the women, you know, a lot of us women really don't like sitting home just taking care of kids. So they be looking for something to do. On top of that, they like the products anyway. So not only they get a discount, they're making money. Whether it's Avon, Mary Kay, Legal Shit, whatever company, I just say whatever it is, have a passion for that type of product or service. Don't sell something that you, if you don't wear jewelry, don't sell jewelry. You don't wear makeup, don't sell makeup.
Right.
Only reason Avon works for me because I don't wear makeup. I'm able to sell the makeup, but it's not only makeup, you know.
Yes.
And it's not about, it's about the products, but for me more so because I love to empower women. It's affordable for someone to start. Later down the line after they make the money, I'm also a coach. So if I'm working with somebody and they start selling Avon, I'm having a conversation with them. I'm going to find out what it is they really, really passionately want to do. And I'm going to do my best to coach them to make it all work together. And if it don't work together, maybe that's something they shouldn't be doing, selling Avon or whatever their product is. I would talk to them about, okay, how about since you signed up for this, save a certain portion of your money so you can gradually move into what you really love to do.
Yes.
For Avon, I'm going to use Avon for instance because we said something about it. There was a young lady I met, and she likes to do events. So I showed her how, I encouraged her how to have home parties with Avon. Not a lot of people in Avon have home parties. You know, themed parties, whether it's a holiday or something, a makeup party, you know, anything. You think of baskets, giveaways, and stuff like that. You can have at these different events. You know how we have family dinners, somebody graduates, somebody's birthday. You have parties at home. You have dinners. And you can use the products on display to give away for a door prize and different things, or just have it. People have the books out. People pick it up. But you're having events, and then you start getting people used to coming to your small events. So when you start having, you got people interested in your events because you do really great events. And if you want to be a makeup artist, I don't know. I know many years ago, there was a company that was real estate based. It was referral based, like you become a referral to real estate agents. And you, if you're in real estate, if that's something you want to do, but you don't have the money to get a license, you sign up for a company like that and gradually learn the business.
Yes.
Stick to what you know. Stick to what you love. I wouldn't suggest anybody sign up for Avon, Mary Kay, Legal Shit, or anything that you're not passionate about. If you don't know nothing about it, don't just sign up for it because somebody sold you a dream and said, oh, my God, you can make $5,000 a month. Yeah, you can. But you may not do it because you don't love that product or service.
Yes.
So you're back at sitting there talking about, I have nothing. Again. So, Kama, do you have any, other resources that are free for someone to start their business, or if they have a business, some free tools, online tools that you use that you might could recommend?
Yes, actually I do. There's a website called Score.com. It's either Score.com. Actually, I'm going to check now because I don't want anybody to. Score.org is what it is. And That's an excellent
Can you
tool.
spell it for me, please?
Sure. SCORE.
Oh.
Like if you score a touchdown.
Mhm.
If you go there, they give you free business advice. They show you different places in your area. I'm sorry?
SCORE is awesome.
I'm sorry.
I said SCORE, the company?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Oh, yes. You said it's awesome?
Yeah, they're retired business owners.
Yes. Yes, and they provide all these tools. They give you, if you want to do a business plan, if you want to know more information about marketing, money, different things, they give you the tools for free. So if somebody says, well, I don't know how to do a business plan, well, they have videos you can go on there and take a look at. They have workshops in your local city, and also they'll give you a free mentor to talk to that will help you, jumpstart your business. So I think that is probably one of the best sources for those that especially want to get out there and they just feel like, you know what, I'm all over the place. I don't even know where to start. So score.org would probably be my top pick, probably be the only, no, not probably, is the only pick I would say to get started because it'll help you for free. I won't say the only. The other place I would tell people to go to is go to YouTube and just put in YouTube what you're looking to do. I don't care what it is, you can find it on YouTube. My motivation, sometimes you need a little motivation. I began to listen to Eric Thomas when I was in a depression, trying to get myself out. Someone brought him to my attention. He's a motivational speaker for those that have not heard of him. Someone actually brought his video to my son, and I ended up taking it and running with it. And that Saturday, I sat and I listened to Eric Thomas for free all day. I took 8 hours just to hear his motivation, hear him. I mean, he pumped me up. I took notes as if I was in class. I set that Saturday aside to say, this is Eric Thomas. I'm going to be in Eric Thomas's classroom. So I sat there and I looked at his videos. I took notes, and I tell you, I inboxed him. And I told him, thank you. He has no idea what he's done. He responded back with a note and what he said and saying you're welcome. And I know things are different now because I tried to contact him to be on my show and I haven't gotten a response. I have to go through his PR people. But guess what? One of his starts was from YouTube. And he took it and he ran with it. And this man is, they're paying him, he said, $10,000 to $15,000 to speak here in the United States. And it's not that easy to get to him, but guess where he started? YouTube. He started going outside early in the morning in his backyard doing videos and uploading them to YouTube. He eventually found somebody to start adding different things over the years. This was about 3 years ago I heard him. 3 years ago. So YouTube, just type in how to start a business, how to get started for free, whatever. So YouTube and score.org are the two places I would tell people to go if they want to get some knowledge and get some motivation and get some instruction on where to go.
And I also want to add, between me and you, I think you could get a what you call it, $1 billion Rolodex going. But for YouTube, I was talking to my youngest daughter. She wants to become a YouTuber. There's so many YouTubers. These young college students, high school students, junior high school students, they're taking over the YouTube nation. I'm telling you. They got thousands, even millions of subscribers just doing challenges of little silly challenges. They have the what they call it, 10 facts about me. Well, they have 50 facts about me, and they got their own little community, and they get out just something simple like that.
Wow.
I'm studying these young girls, and I'm like, how they got so many subscribers? And what happens is they do little things like, let me show you today what makeup I'm using, the makeup of the day or the color of the day. And guess what? Makeup companies start reaching out to these people. They don't use keywords. I watched. They're not using keywords or nothing like that. But they start off real simple. So my point is, you don't have to worry about the keywords, the SEOs when you start. I know these words, they're not big words, but if you don't know what they mean, they can look like another language to you.
Right.
Don't worry about all those big words. You don't need a big fancy camera. You don't need those big fancy lights, a green screen, white screen, black. You don't need all that.
Right.
If you have a busy background, say you go outside, make sure there's no noise. The best time to go outside and you can use your cell phone. You can use your cell phone and your headset. And if you outside, make sure it's earlier in the day because the natural light is the best at that time. And you can use your cell phone. If you're doing it inside, make sure it's quiet. Your background is not busy because people won't focus on you. They'll focus on what's going on in the background because people are nosy. We're not going to lie about that. They're
right.
Nosy. And don't wear some busy colors. Try to keep it toned down, the colors. I mean, not the colors, the patterns. You can wear bright colors, but the patterns. You can make it too busy, it's taking a focus off of what you're saying. So, just really simple. Make sure the lighting is not where they can see your face. You can have, one of the things I did when I did my YouTube channel, when I did my YouTube videos, I need to get back on my game with it, is I put one lamp on each side of me. And I had my light from the room I was in above me already. So I had the 3-point light, as people would say. And I used my cell phone. I just positioned my cell phone in front of me, and I was able to record a decent video. And then, like you said, YouTube have the YouTube Editor Studio. You can add words. You can filter. You can add even music. You could do different things. But I also have Windows Movie Maker, where I can edit there as well. If you have a Mac, I think it's called iStudio or something similar. And use what you have already. You don't need to go out and buy these products and software. My daughter's on here looking for, there's something called Wonder something. And all these things that cost thousands of dollars, hundreds of dollars. When you have a cell phone. Almost everybody have a cell phone that records video.
Yes.
You have a little extra money, go on Amazon and buy the tripod for your cell phone type. You can do that. Or just have it standing up in a nice, somehow you stand it up, but you don't need a whole bunch of money. You have nothing right now. That's what this call is about, when you have nothing. So take what you have and make it work. I know you have lights outside if you don't, because some people are in situations and we're not judging. Go outside. Go in the park where it's quiet and record. If you need help, ask a friend to hold the phone up in front of you and just say, hello, it's a nice day outside. This is fall in my state. And just create a little quick video introducing yourself. Hey, take it from the YouTube girls, the YouTubers. They got thousands of followers, subscribers, just by sharing facts about themselves. So you can do a quick video saying, here's 10 facts about me that you should know. Something simple like that. And Kama, she does a video every day. I'm quite sure every video is not about business. It could be about personal. You want to be transparent. You can do it. You could talk about what's in your pocketbook. These little girls got, no lie, I seen one of the YouTubers, the girl, she had about 3 million subscribers. And she did a video, what apps is on my iPhone 6.
Wow.
That was her video. Now, we wouldn't really care about what apps is on her iPhone 6, but people out there care.
Right.
And it's bringing attention to iPhone 6, the features.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm quite sure Apple probably gave her that phone for doing that video because she has so many subscribers. But that simple video, you would never think to do it. So take it for Kama. If you need help with your YouTube and get some ideas, you contact Kama. Kama, can you please share your website and how to contact you?
I will. And just right before I say that, I just want to, real quick, for those that are listening, I know today's October 23rd. Just FYI, October 25th, Staples, they have banners. They have car decals. They have signs, $10. Only $10. I was able to get 2 of my banners, and if you go to my website, my YouTube, you'll be able to see it. see it in my background, but $10 for a banner. So no excuses when they're normally $30, $40, $50. So you can go to my website, which is kamaspeaks.com, and that's KAMASPEAKS.com. And there you'll see some of my videos. I'll be uploading a ton of videos actually in the next couple of days. Also, you can follow me on all my social media, which is Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, LinkedIn, Twitter. I'm all under Kama Speaks, and I'm on Google Plus and YouTube under For Sale by Kama, and that's FORSALEBYKAMA, and that's where you can find my show, Kama Speaks, as well on YouTube.
Well, I want to say thank you, and I hope everybody took notes or come back and listen to it again. Go follow Kama Speaks on YouTube. Follow her on Instagram, and she's doing her thing. Believe me. If you online, you're going to see her videos. Kama, don't forget the hashtags next time. And I just want to say good night to everyone. My name is Shashina Gibbs. That was Kama Speaks, a lovely friend of mine, and maybe she could be your friend too. I think I will share her because I'm not selfish. My name is Shashina Gibbs, CEO of Real Sisters Rising Women Business Association, and I just want to tell everybody, keep rising. Don't give up. You can do it. You're all amazing. You can visit my website at www.realsistersrising.com. Yes, Real Sisters Rising is on Instagram, Google+, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Have a great night. Thank you, Kama.
Thank you.